Hey bitches. Hey bitches. Hey bitches. It's Teddy, and I'm coming for that ass. Yeah.
You want a Mystic?
Hell yeah, do you have a blue one? If you don't, I ain't crying. Oh yeah, he had a fucking blue one. Hell yeah.
uh, all right.
Damn.
So just because I think we'll upload this one. I'm thinking of uploading the one with Bo, one of the bad sound quality, and that may end up being like the last bad sound quality one because I honestly don't feel like having to go through them all just for them to be like shitty quality uploads. The
Exactly.
sound quality is like a okay, like now. So I think that like, and if we just consistently sit down, from time to time, and find think we're about to have a lot of time on our hands. So
That's quite true. Do you want to use that as a segue into coronavirus? I feel like we should talk about that.
Somewhat. I definitely was gonna say that we should talk about that. But first, just to since this will be our good sound quality going out, let's go ahead and
Get that
'cause-
product placement with Mystic.
yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. So either way, everybody, just so you know, Mystic, it's this incredible fucking drink. I think I've described it to you before as like it was almost like high C where the flavor is like really quality, but it doesn't leave that weird, nasty, like textured, shitty feel in your mouth.
Almost like a residue. I feel like
Yeah,
so
it's
many
so
drinks
weird.
like that
It's
have.
like when you use fucking like bar soap, but then you get out and it's just like you can just literally feel it on you. And I'm like, I fucking hate bar soap. I will literally never use bar soap. I despise that shit. Either way.
Either way, this is a
Mystic.
fantastic drink. Literally,
It's
this
great.
Bahama Blueberry is by far my favorite one. I drink them every time we do one of these.
Yeah. I try to stay stocked with them because the store sells them right down the road. I've seen them like over time and whatnot, like throughout my life, but like never come across them like too frequently. But now, like right down the road is this little convenience store that sells them like every flavor. Even got carrot juice flavor ones like on the regular, and it's so good.
You said those are good, right?
I haven't tried them. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know how carrot juice is, but I know that like it's probably fucking.
I trust these
It's
people.
to a
I'd try it.
degree. To a degree, I'm sure it's like healthier than just like a regular fucking like this at the other.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I mean, either way, but the my favorite flavor is the grape strawberry, but they got the tropical punch. They got all types of different stuff.
Yeah.
Either
This
way,
shit
Mystic is
delicious.
fantastic.
Much
Please
better
sponsor
than
us.
soda. Much better than soda, I would
Oh,
say. I don't drink
100%.
soda, but I like this.
Yeah, no, I can drink this over soda 100%. I don't think it's going to have that, like, I mean, the syrupy shit that makes up fucking soda. I don't
I
think
think
it's
there's less sugar in this too.
probably. Let me see.
3% juice, y'all. Get on it.
3% juice?
It tastes like 100% juice.
Naturally and artificially flavored. Ooh, yo, that One Piece chapter, though. The boys are back in town.
Do they have coronavirus though?
Yeah, I know. Either way.
Do they have Modelo virus? All right, y'all. I
Yo.
have to break it to you. I have
Jesus.
come down with a severe case of Modelo virus.
You're a fiend.
It's not a joke. It's a real health concern all across this country. Modelo virus is killing. It's killing 150 million Americans. So to say, almost half of them. Just kidding.
Half of Americans. Yeah,
Just kidding.
Modelo virus.
We are
Interesting.
dealing with an actual virus, though, that is killing a lot of people, and it's probably going to kill a lot more people.
Yeah, no, it seems like it's getting pretty serious. I don't know, like, how many. Has it actually, like, confirmed deaths in America?
Yeah, like, I think like 50 or 60.
Damn. Okay, fuck. Yeah, so it's definitely.
There's been one in South Carolina so far.
Damn.
There's
Okay.
probably more
I
now.
know I had, like, heard about one in South Carolina, and I just saw that fucking Idris Elba also was, who I'm pretty sure was the, like, Times sexiest man of the year, whatever, last year, this year, whatever, just fucking got diagnosed with it, like.
Damn.
And
Everyone's
I
got
mean,
it.
boy,
Tom Hanks.
people be getting it. Yeah. I know you and Tom Hanks. You're just like Tom Hanks. But nah.
Bruh.
The coronavirus. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's definitely interesting the way it's like affecting everything, and it's like the first time around that we're like truly dealing with like, I mean, like more or less, I would say like it seems from what I remember, swine flu was when 2012.
I think it was like 2009.
Oh fuck. Either way, it seems like,
like
it's
in
very
4th grade or
much
something.
like on a different scale than that.
Yeah.
It seems like it's 100% being treated on a different scale. Was swine flu mostly like throughout America? Was it across the world too?
I think
The way that the coronavirus is, like,
I think it started somewhere else. I don't know, but I think there's like
I
a
wanna say it
running
was, like,
theme where
North
like
America.
these viruses come from like in China. They have like these weird meat markets where you
Yeah.
can. There's just like a lot of like it's open air and there's like a lot of shit going around. They have them in other countries, so I don't get why it doesn't seem to cause viruses anywhere else. But it was something like a bat gave it to another animal that someone ate, and now it started spreading to people.
Jesus, it's such a weird like string of events that probably like generates these brand new diseases that we're just like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's so crazy the way that they just like come out of the blue and we're like suddenly dealing with something that has never been seen before, like literally, and it's killing people at a rapid rate.
Yeah, and it's increasing. I feel like though the death rate's gonna go down pretty soon.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that we've got more than enough like technology and what have you to like, overcome this with ease, more or less. Like, it's not gonna take us very long. I used to play that fucking pandemic.
Yes,
phone
I know
game
exactly what you're talking
or
about.
whatever,
I played it on
Extinction or
Cool
some shit.
Math. I played it on fucking
My phone, fucking the
Yeah.
computer back in the day, just like
played
at
that on
school, this,
everything.
that, the other, bro, everything. A fantastic game, and this just reminds me of that in such a weird way.
I mean, that's it's not that unrealistic, especially like there's a whole lot of us, dude. I feel like this is only going to get more common as like time goes on.
What if it
Hopefully
was
our
like,
preparedness does too.
well, have you heard it talked about being like chemical warfare? I saw that there was like a discussion on whether or not it was. I think it was. I
can't
saw
tell.
like a video from Joe, like a clip or something, but I didn't actually watch it.
Well, there's like the Chinese government is saying that the U.S. Army made it, and I think Russia and Iran is also saying that. So it's a bunch of totalitarian regimes. So I don't know if they necessarily have the most authority to say that.
Yeah. All right.
Well, in Wuhan, they have China's like basically their version of like the CDC or like some type of bio lab is there. So a bunch of like people in America were saying, yo, maybe China manufactured this and let it out. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were just saying that to divert from the fact that they did it.
Yeah.
And also their
Only
people are
natural.
like more likely to believe that just because if you live under a authoritarian regime, that's pretty easy to suppress information.
Oh yeah. And I mean, China's already got enough fuck shit going on, apparently, from what I know.
Well, I mean, if you have a one-party
Well, shit,
government,
do you
that's
think-
probably a bad sign.
Because there's been like mad riots and this, that, the other, and shit out with like the Hong Kong shit or something. Am I
Yeah.
wrong? I
Well,
wasn't.
Hong Kong
I was
isn't-
not fully keeping up with that. I know you were.
Hong Kong isn't technically China, but China would tell you that it is.
Really? What?
Hong Kong basically like Britain like got Hong Kong, like they like rented Hong Kong basically. It's like a whole fucked scenario.
It sounds that way.
China was not supposed to like take back Hong Kong, like I don't know, in terms of like governing authority, and now they're just trying to step in and like do that all of a sudden. And it's causing a bunch of fuck shit there. And
Interesting.
Hong Kong is like one of like the freest in terms of like economies. Like there's
Yeah.
very low taxes and very low regulations. Like there's not a whole lot of like rules about stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the most like on its own, like it's like a fucking small place and it has like a massive economy because there's no taxes.
Gosh, dude.
People like to do shit there.
I feel like if I traveled more, I would have such a better understanding of things that are actually going on in the world. Because I'm not somebody that's going to sit there and watch the news every single day to try to like keep up with all the lies that they're going to feed you. First of all, that you have to find and work your way around to try to understand something that might be the truth.
Triangulate the truth out of
Like,
it.
it's like so hard these days to actually like be certain that you have any actual knowledge at all. Like
Yeah,
before
well,
you go speaking about something, it's like,
the mainstream media is very like sensationalized.
yeah,
So I mean, everything they're gonna cover, like the media is just naturally more likely gonna cover conflict. That's why they've talked about nothing but coronavirus for like the last 2 weeks.
Oh,
That's why
yeah.
everyone's freaking out about it.
yeah,
So I mean, if you're in the business of getting people to watch news, you're probably gonna cover things that make people watch it. And
Yeah.
boring stuff about tax policy is not going to get people to watch the news. What is there is a virus coming to kill you and your family right now. Freak out and stay tuned because we're going to keep talking about it for the next 3 weeks.
Literally, that's it too. They're constantly like, it's the whole like mentality of like, there's this virus and it's killing people and it's like it literally induces this like freak out sense of people. But like at the end of the day, the guy that was on the Joe podcast, I don't remember his name. I mean, he was coming at it, and obviously it was on a podcast, so a whole different format than the news and all. But like at the end of the day, he stops and it clarifies. I'm not trying to scare you out of your wits. I'm trying to scare you into your wits. Just like take everything as best you can, try to understand what's going on and take what kind of precautions you can, and like hopefully you'll be good. It's affecting mostly older folks. If you're young, you have a better chance. You don't want to get it in the first place, but you will have a likelier chance to survive.
Yeah.
And this is stuff you should like, that's the way that it needs to be done. But like, I just can't stand the news, dude. I don't have cable. I ain't gonna I can't pull that shit up anyway.
I mean, bro, they still be blowing up my phone even though I don't have it.
You're right.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, you just have to be aware of the bias that's coming at you from any given place. Like, when the White House press conference is happening, obviously there's bias. There's bias on Fox News. There's bias on MSNBC. There's bias on CNN. Every media source is biased. You just have to figure out what the bias is. And once you know that, you can, like, figure out what's actually happening by, like, I know that this guy is going to have this sort of slant to whatever's happening.
Yeah.
And then you can watch the same thing from, like, 2 other people, and then you kind of have a rough idea of what's happening, because certain people are going to hate certain things no matter what, and certain people are going to support certain things no matter what, and certain people aren't going to cover certain things, but they will. It's kind of easy to, like, get a grip on it once you, like, start looking for it.
I feel that.
It's just a lot of shit. Like,
it's
you
just
gotta be listening. When
when
I'm driving, that's what I'm
overwhelming.
listening to.
Like, that just sounds like constant politics to a degree. Like,
Yeah, that's what it is.
and I cannot be doing that shit. Oh god, dude.
Yeah.
Politics suck, in my opinion, but it just is what it is. Gotta do something about it somehow, I guess. Gotta keep up with it in any way you can. You're my inside guy that keeps me informed.
My inside guy. I'm just running these elite political circles, and I keep my ears to the street.
Teddy, with the amount of political shit you constantly talk about to me, like, if you actually sat down or like made politically informed like videos and stuff on YouTube, dude, you would accumulate quite the following, in my opinion.
Well, help me do it, dude.
Boy, I mean, like, I can do most things for you. I've already said this. It's just up to you to like talk about the shit. Like, you gotta like write this script or this, that, the other. Everything else after that I can help you with, but I think you could do it, my guy. I mean, you got like quite a lot of ideas and strong opinions and beliefs in this stuff, and you have a lot more like sane grasp of things, I think, than like people who are already absorbed by the political system.
Yeah.
And shit, I'll keep you sane. I won't like fully be part of it, but I'll make sure you stay, not getting absorbed by that political system.
Me turns my back on the fucking world that I know. Me becomes Washington elite status.
Either way, so one of our first comments on our podcasts came from a man named Jose, and he told us to talk about the music industry. So
All right, excellent. Yo, do we have any viewers right now?
I can't see it on it. Pull that over. Stream Deck. Nope, just us. But God damn it, I keep hitting this. But that's okay because we're recording this and we're gonna upload it to YouTube later. Yeah, I love the way that these things fucking fall. Honestly, this is gonna be like a different. There's gonna be like a different setup to these almost every time we stream. Like some are
Bro,
gonna be
you got my
lost.
structure
some are
spelled wrong in this bitch.
Is it really?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Bruh. Clown.
Wait, on the podcast net or on the live stream
When I literally
or the YouTube channel?
right here, bro.
Oh, you're right. Hell yes, dude. All right, I got it spelled right on the fucking channel though. I think so. Threw in that E rather than the U.
All right, let's talk about
the music.
damn thing. Yeah.
All right, so I think he said to like say like what my favorite artists are these days, essentially. And I think anybody that knows me, and probably you as well, also know that we pretty much, at least me, speaking for myself, I'll probably like die with Mac Miller being my favorite like musician artist of all time. That man, I think his work is incredible, and I think there's still so much of it that'll come out over the years that'll only like strengthen the fact to come. So for sure, that's just where I stand with that. But so all in all though, like my favorite music, my ass listens to, anything. I fucking love music of all kind. I think it's like a fantastic way of expression and all this other shit, dude. Like, I mean, you can like, you feel like you can sort of like really get to know somebody through their music well enough. I mean, if they're, depending on how they're making it, and of course and whatnot. Of course, some people will go out their way to make music that is nothing to do with their lives, and we'll talk a bunch of bullshit, and it's just not the case. But either way, so like mostly these days right now though, I do keep up with mainly rap music, but I listen to any and every genre. Dude, I'm looking at that fucking writing that you wrote on the fucking glass table the other day.
Dry ass have an ass.
What the fuck? All right, either way. So yeah, I don't know. My favorite artist right now, it would definitely be, I mean, my favorite artist right now would for sure mainly be like rappers specifically, or I mean, yeah, just rappers, I guess. But I have like a good number. I would have to like, honestly, I should probably look up I should like pull it up on my phone somewhat. But my top like 4 artists right now, I'll say 4 artists. I mean, obviously Mac, but living artists, Joey Badass, Boogie, not a Boogie, but Boogie, J. Cole, maybe. He's just like, he is good. Like with his, he's pretty fantastic. Maybe it depends. And right now, at this moment, John Wayne. That man is incredible with his music. I don't know what it is. I think it's fantastic, but I don't think he's like he has not been putting out music anymore. I think the last like album that he's got out on Apple Music is 2017. But either way, I just love his music, dude. It's incredible. And I think the movie A Star Is Born is like one that like really spoke to me on like my like feelings and emotions towards like music and like how it like affects my life and whatnot or whatever, and just like how I see music. It's incredible, dude. I think one of the things they say in it is how it's like it's not about the voice that you have in music. It's about the words that you're speaking at all, and that you're saying when you are making your music or writing your lyrics.
Mac, bro.
And that's the shit that gets me, dude. Mac did not have a singing voice of any kind, but his ass didn't let that stop him from getting out there singing and still making good fucking music. Yeah, he rapped, but he specifically didn't, after a while for sure, he didn't like being placed in that, rapper category. He didn't like that. He's like, no, I make music, dude. I'm a musician. That's what I do. At 20 years old, the dude dropped a fucking jazz EP that is to this day one of my favorite works of art, dude. That shit is so good. And if you doubt me, pull up Suspicions right now and listen to that shit. And then pull up You after that. I mean, the work is You, the EP.
Yeah.
Though it doesn't say it's by Mac Miller, it's Larry Lovestein, one of his alter egos, essentially.
Classy.
But either way, so incredible. And I but that's the thing. Like, you know, it's not all about one genre or anything. I grew up literally until I was 9, not even knowing other music existed outside of country music. And then my cousin played me Umbrella by Rihanna.
Oh wow.
And I said, "Oh, what is this?"
That's hilarious.
And then my my dad age? That was like 9, I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
That was back when my cousin was she had come back from, cuz they moved away pretty early on to California. And she came back for a while. I think she had graduated high school. She came back and she was like living in South Carolina for a while. And she started taking care of my brother and I, like babysitting essentially, that my mom would have her do, just, you know, some extra money for her, this, that, the other. And she didn't have to worry about us over the summer and everything. But it was around then that I like got that. But bro, like, I don't even know where I was going with that rant.
That's hilarious.
Either way. Dude, it is definitely getting too hot in here though.
That's true.
It is like fucking smoking. Is it just hot outside?
I think it's getting warmer. I feel like, I don't know, for the time being, I'm like, okay, but.
You are?
Yeah, I can definitely see your ass is sweating.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. The heat getting to me somehow.
Bro, you got coronavirus is what it is.
Yo, the symptoms are starting to kick in.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking if your ass has been working at Books A Million, there's like a 10 billion% chance you probably got exposed to coronavirus.
Hell, we are not pulling in the 10 billion% on the
10 billion% you're infected.
On that case, dude. Oh, but either way,
we need the ultimate sulfa drug.
Yo,
to
I mean,
cure
I was thinking about the idea of like, should we probably go get tested anyway, just to check and be,
not if it costs $2,000.
Does it cost that much just to get fucking tested?
I think they're waiving the fees if you like. I don't know. That might just be for Medicaid.
What the fuck?
It costs like, I'm pretty sure the test was like $2,000. Like, who the fuck would pay that?
That's unreal. Celebrities who have enough, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Old
everybody else is just like, haha, guess we're taking our chances out here.
Yeah, I mean, they really fuck themselves, but they're buying or trying to buy, I guess, like a couple million of the bitches, so.
Yeah. Either way.
So, like,
yeah.
1 in 300 people can take the test in America.
Hell yeah. But either way, so yeah, back to the music stuff. Coming up, so yeah, my dad had introduced me to like classic rock and everything, and dude, I truly love some classic rock music.
Not before 9 years old though?
Nah, I was like maybe 11, 13.
That's wild.
Or something.
Why wait so long?
I don't know if he like waited like that. I mean, this is just like in the ways that I remember hearing the things for the first time. He had probably played it before that I never paid it attention. But I remember him putting on like, though Jimmy Buffett isn't fucking classic rock, but I remember him putting on a good Jimmy Buffett album, boy.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
though.
but he got me on CCR and everything, and CCR is literally
so fire, dude.
For sure, just like a classic fucking fantastic group of, Bad Mood Rising.
CCR makes me proud to be an American, and not really a lot of things make me feel like that.
Truly, dude.
There's a lot of reasons.
They came up from the 60s, I'm pretty sure. Either way,
60s and 70s.
Let me see.
It's just some good ass music, though.
It is. It's truly some fire ass music. Let me see. Well, you got me on some Eminem recently.
Yo,
Joyner Lucas is fire as well.
Those first 2 Eminem albums, boy. Oh my god. Literally gotta handle that shit with a fucking like hazmat suit. That's some fucking radioactive material, boy. Like, god damn.
Oh, YBN Cordae is definitely somebody I would give a shout out to, and saying that he's like pretty fucking great with his up and coming the way he is. Like, I think his music his Lost Boy album was pretty fire in my opinion. So props to him. Coming up, dropped that comeback to J. Cole's 1985, which is the thing that like put me on to him really. Absolutely great song. his comeback and everything. Either way, no. But one thing that I was thinking about, because I think I was getting into this, just like how crazy it is. Like, I don't go out of my way to keep up with like artists or celebrities to any like special degree. You know, if I see something on Snapchat about somebody I'm like mildly interested in for this that or the other reason, I'll like click it and go, you know, spend 10 seconds looking over the article or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's the fact that I've like mainly just been not focusing, but listening to mainly rap music more so recently, that I don't see news about other like artists from other genres. But I don't know. I don't see like outside of the rap genre the amount of like fucked up shit that happens within it. I mean, because at the end of the day, the music industry is still as fucked up as any other industry that you're gonna fucking find, if not more so.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like, very, dude. I mean, like I was saying, I think it's been 5 or 6 rappers, quote unquote, you know, rappers, people that call themselves rappers, in the last year and a half that have either been murdered or fucking OD'd. And it's like, why?
That's obviously something to do with rap music. Hate to say it, but
it is, though.
If it's not happening in any other genre, I feel like you're left with only the choice to assume that it's somehow related to rap music.
Candy rappers? What are you talking about, candy rappers? Who is this, Imperium 42? Either way, keep going.
I mean, I think that, like, I'm not calling for censorship in any way, because as a matter of fact, I am not repulsed by anything in the way that I'm repulsed by censorship in any way.
Yeah, I can
especially
get that.
From a government with the use of force. So, you know, it's just, I feel like when so much of the music is about like doing drugs or, you know, and I feel like it's less common for it to be about violence, but that's also extremely common in rap music.
It's super common.
It creates like a desensitization to it in a way that, like,
in its
I don't
own
know
way.
What is the answer
I would
to that?
say
I don't know.
I would say like the music that, like, because I can listen to Eminem, who gets into the violent side and this, that, the other, and like Puya. Yeah. I can like listen to that, but to a degree, even like Puya's music, when I'm listening to it, I'm like, just pretty fucked up at times. And I mean, like, there's definitely like, he's one of the people that I've heard like some shit about, and he's probably the only person I've heard some shit about whose music I still listen to. Like, whereas like XXXTentacion, like, I would not listen to that man's music for like anything. I don't care like how good it is. Like, I just don't bother to like listen to it.
Yeah.
The amount of like fucked up shit that I heard about him is like unreal. So
him beating his pregnant girlfriend
and
shit.
But either way, did you read the or at least the majority of the articles that were coming out by that lady? I can't remember on what website, but that she, like, after Mac's death, she was like, I'm gonna start doing these articles, and I'm gonna make like a year of Mac Miller articles. And she's made 12, a lot of fucking articles, from getting people in and interviewing like his old friends, talking about him and like how they affected his life and this, that, the other. And like, she's done an article on, I think, almost every one of his like projects so far. Incredible, dude. Goes on about faces and everything. Like, they're all worth the read if you're a big do I listen to Chris Brown though?
Chris Brown is another person I would not listen to.
You don't listen to him? I definitely, like, after the whole ordeal, I don't listen to him. I stopped listening to him, and I don't necessarily like go out of my way to like find Chris Brown music, but there is stuff that he'll be like featured in that I'll listen to, like the Lil Dicky song, though I'm not even that big crazy on the Freaky Friday song, which is him and Chris Brown.
I haven't even heard it.
I'm not that big on it. It's like relatively good in its own, like, it's a quote unquote, you know, funny Lil Dicky song. I keep bumping into this thing. But it's like where they like switch bodies, like Freaky Friday, him and Chris Brown. It's like kind of jokey and all, but I think I watched some video or something where Chris Brown, or maybe it was Rihanna, I'm not even positive, one of them, it was like a 20-minute video where they like sat down and discussed the entire ordeal, like, and it sounded like it was a whole pretty fucked up situation, obviously, in itself, and there's definitely no forgiving Chris Brown for any of that by any degree, like,
yeah.
And I mean, I think I've heard some things about him, even, you know,
he literally said he was gonna murder her, like, in the fucking car.
Yeah. But from what I was hearing, she was also equally abusive, like, which is one of the things that was like ignited the entire ordeal in the first place. And I mean, like, so I don't have any necessary, like, I'm
I
not.
don't listen to either one of them. LOL.
I was about to say, I don't listen to either one of them. Like, Rihanna is great. She sounds good. But, like, her music, the same as Beyonce, it does not do it for me. I don't care how much praise you can give Beyonce or whatever. Like, it does not do it for me. It just doesn't. And the amount of praise and worship towards Beyonce that I see it disgusts me on, like, a fucking level that I can't even begin to explain sometimes, dude.
I mean, I feel the same way about, like, the NFL and fucking, I don't know, most things that people, like, worship with, like, a cult-like ferocity, but I also worship JoJo with a cult-like ferocity and a number of other things.
Yeah,
so, like, it's just about, like, what you're into. I feel like some people are into things that I think are not very interesting, and I'm sure they would say the same about my interests.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all opinionated, so... yeah, I mean, boy, I mean, there's, like, not many things in my life that I've ever been, like, so, like, obsessed with, absorbed with the way the way I was, like, Mac Miller. What are you doing? Mac Miller's music, once I, like, truly started getting into it. And the same with, like, One Piece, once I got to a certain point in the story, and I was just like, and then I started, like, going back and, like, looking back at the overall story and just realizing how fucking incredible it was. I was like, oh, I was like, God damn. I was like, this author is insane. Yeah. So I don't know, either way, but, like, those are the two things in my life that have, like, stood out that I feel have been, like, so, I don't know, relatable to me, maybe, that I, like, relate to the shit so much. What's up with the AirPods? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
What is it for? What do you...
Yo, these cinnamon rolls are probably done.
Fuck, dude. I thought I'd put on a fucking...
We done fucked up. So basically, this was kind of retarded of us. Sully decided to put in the cinnamon rolls, and then we forgot them.
Good.
And smell it. Smells.
Hell yeah.
Smells pretty good.
They'll be hot enough for sure to throw some icing on in a second, but it's a good thing you fucking said that.
It just stuck out in my mind.
I had definitely meant to put an alarm on my phone, but I also figured that would have, I should not have assumed that would have been loud enough. Just watched myself burst back in murder. I don't know who Imperium 42 is. I'll assume it's Jose, but after the Chris Brown stuff, he just said, I'll study now and come back another time. Okay. I don't know what you're studying, but...
Studying for the final exam.
The final exam?
Yeah.
What exam?
The exam that is your life. Had to pop the crack on the top of the crack on the mystic. I told your mama to start sucking this dick.
You just gonna start rapping?
I could only come up with two things. My dick,
That shit's so good.
cataclysmic.
But yeah. So do we keep talking, or do we just go eat cinnamon rolls? The real question.
Well, folks, another one in the books. There we go.
I think it's been like 20-ish minutes. Maybe a little bit longer.
We should have some shorter ones, I feel like.
Well, I mean, like, I think most of the ones that we've been uploading are pretty short. We uploaded one 45-minute with shitty audio. We uploaded a 7-minute and an 11-minute audio test. And then a 29-minute something. And I think this one will be about around 30. Either way.
We should become part-time cops.
Where are you going with this?
I already went there.
I guess so, dude. I forgot to brush my teeth before the podcast. Something about
now
that
all the
really
people
makes
can
me
smell your bad breath.
something
bro.
about that really makes me feel better when we're sitting down to do a podcast.
I think it just feels better, like when, especially if you're gonna be talking a lot. Clean mouth syndrome, boy.
Clean mouth syndrome, is that a thing?
No, of course not. Why would that be a thing? I just made it up.
But I mean, there are people that like genuinely obsess over the health of their teeth and gums and type shit.
I just said syndrome, like in the sense of like
You're like, quit taking this further than it needs to go.
It's not even. I feel like it'll just make less and less sense the deeper you try and go into it.
There was some movie I watched where this woman who was just like mad obsessed with the quality of her mouth, and she was like picking her
the
teeth
sloppy
and
toppy.
shit. Not like that. The quality of my mouth is great.
It's great.
Great. Yeah, we're Tony the Tiger over here about
Tony the Tiger.
I think we'll definitely have to maybe get a well, other than the fact that I don't want to spend money to get something real to put these fucking squares up with. I need to get something for that. But I also need to get, I think we just need to we need to incorporate somehow the smaller PC into the stream so that we can have like a different setup of the computers and it would allow more freedom of movement. But we also need a new camera. I don't think this is going to last too long. Yeah. We got to get I mean, if we can record with the one that I got, but I don't think that's necessarily the move. I think we would need like a video camera, obviously.
At the end of the day, I feel like we should try and I don't know, just learn more shit about the camera mechanics before necessarily. I don't know. I feel like the lighting is much more important than
if y'all know
camera.
Photography, come hit us up.
Yeah, let me get some help.
We got some digital cameras. Teach us
some digital Bitcoin.
Some digital Bitcoin.
Just kidding. I sold all my Bitcoin.
How much did you have? Point
oh
repeating
some shit like that. I have mined some Bitcoin. That's probably the amount that I mined, but I had
Do you feel accomplished being able to say I mined some Bitcoin?
I didn't mine even one whole Bitcoin. I'd be in a lot better shape than I am right now.
Oh yeah.
Especially if I had done it dude, I remember when Bitcoin was $300 for one. Do you know what it's at right now? It's $15,000.
I was about to say it's well beyond that now.
And it's already tanked before.
It was
at 25.
I was about to say, didn't it tank and then I guess it went back up, but 15 is
that's
unreal.
A lot still.
That is unreal.
Bruh, you can look at that shit. It's dude, honestly,
I haven't checked there's the cryptocurrency website where
dude, you know we can make our own, right?
Cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
It's but
super
how
easy.
how do you even begin to incorporate that?
There's a basic amount of code and you just I think just add some extra shit to it and you make your own coin.
How do you
listen, yo, if you are down to do it, let's do it and we can.
But how do you incorporate that into actually
that's what we need to look into, right?
I don't even know what to say about it. What? How do you make it real? I wonder what the
cryptocurrencies are about to go up in value, boy. The dollar is about to tank. Cryptocurrencies are going to go way up. This is what we have to do.
You're probably right about that.
Cryptocurrency before everyone starts doing it. We have to do this. Let's go downstairs and do this right now. We need to make a cryptocurrency.
I think
we can mine it all.
Website CoinMarketCap. It's the website that shows the price on all cryptocurrencies. I was gonna say where's fucking
Dogecoin? How much is that?
Dogecoin.
Worth?
That's what I was gonna say, but I thought
Litecoin.
I don't know. I saw one that I thought was there's multiple Bitcoin things. There's Bitcoin at the top, market cap, which it's been going up 3.98% within 24 hours.
Wait.
Price currently is 5,257.66 for a single one, I guess.
5,000?
Yeah.
That shit has gone down a lot.
Yep. Yeah.
This is like last week I was looking at it. It was like
market
15K.
cap is at 96 billion on them. Is that
Maybe I'm
is
tripping.
market cap like
What all of
factoring
them
in
are.
the circulating amount of them?
I think that's what that.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
all of
That
them.
sounds like it would be about right.
Well,
Because
because there is a set amount of
18
Bitcoin.
yeah, there's an 18,274,787 count of circulating Bitcoins.
I think the most there can be is like 21.
I mean, mining that shit is like impossible at this point.
Yeah.
You literally need like fucking 20 fucking server computers or something. Like, how would you even?
Bro, you used to be able to do that with like nothing.
All right, but now at number 5, there's Bitcoin Cash, which is going for $180.60 right now. And then at 7, there's Bitcoin SV, which is going at $117.28. I am not seeing Dogecoin at 33. It is worth 0.000 no wait 001606 of a dollar. But there is 123,764,862 wait 764 There's a lot of them.
All right.
But that's because it was a fucking meme and it blew up. Bitcoin Gold going for $6.20.
I mean, at the end of the day, dude, it doesn't matter how much it's worth. If it's worth something, you literally pulled it out of your ass. That's like
You literally took your hand, shoved it up your own ass, and ripped money out.
That is amazing.
Like, it's pretty fucking incredible. It's like, I definitely don't get it at all, but
That's why we need to do it.
well, yo, let's definitely go down Bitcoin Diamond at 53. But yeah, no, let's definitely look into it, I say. Because I think just getting into, like, that technical side of, like, technology and, like, getting in... Because that's, like, involving code and this, that, the other, and more. Like, I need to get in that shit anyway, so I'll be about it.
How to make cryptocurrency. How to
Shoot.
create your own cryptocurrency in 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
How to create cryptocurrency in 6 minutes. Bro, even CNBC has their own how to make your own cryptocurrency.
Jesus Christ. Fucking the number 2 under Bitcoin is Ethereum.
Yeah.
And it goes for $115.49. There is about 108,000 million, more in circulation. 108 million more in circulation, but it still does not even come close to the market cap of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like, it's at 12 billion and Bitcoin is at 96. Like,
Bro, Bitcoin's like Kleenex.
Litecoin is still pretty high up there though. I still remember Litecoin from way back when I used to look at this shit.
I think all the ones that have like their own code are there's a lot more.
The USD coin, US dollar coin. Maker, Ontology. I'm surprised Doge is even in the top 50 still. It's literally that high because it's a meme. And I was like right there watching that shit when that began. That meme.
Cryptocurrencies are going to go up. It's because
100%.
That's why we need to do as many as possible.
So what would do you think there's even like a remote likelihood that we could lose like within our lifetime completely somehow access to the internet?
No. It's so decentralized that I don't think it might become like more expensive at some point, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's ever going to go away. It's too interconnected into everything.
To literally
but
everything.
it's also, it is so decentralized that even if some major aspects of the internet like went away, like even if YouTube went away, it wouldn't really matter because you could just have another one.
Fucking what? So many different like fucking websites that daily something.
Yeah.
Daily. I can't even remember. There's Daily Motion. That's some other like
Vimeo.
YouTube-esque fucking like
Yeah.
Vimeo. Yeah.
Go make these damn cinnamon rolls.
They're already made. We just gotta throw the icing on. All right. Well, yeah. Peace out. We've been talking about cryptocurrency and shit. All right, y'all motherfuckers.
Thanks for tuning in. Anyone who did, and anyone who's watching this after the fact.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
Bless
so you
you.
don't know, we are gonna continue to be working on improving the podcast for sure, but we are broke as fuck. The coronavirus is going around. It's gonna be probably at a standstill point for a little minute. We'll be doing what we can, but
Just support us with watching our stuff. Like it, subscribe, do whatever you can.
literally.
And if
We'll-
you can't, thank you. Hope you don't get coronavirus and die.
Absolutely.
That's all we can really
Definitely
hope for at
stay
this point,
safe
fellas.
during these times with the coronavirus. Oh, yo, just so you know, fucking Japan had released an actual like on TV, like a whole One Piece. The One Piece Straw Hats came out to literally like tell you like
Why
the
not?
prevention to like
Coronavirus?
to prevent the coronavirus, things you could do. They like released it officially, like a whole animation of it. And I was
That's
like,
fucking great.
wild. Either way, definitely stay safe. We will eventually have like Patreon going. I don't think that we're gonna like be too crazy about it at the moment. If y'all could just like share anything, that'd be great. We would love any extra support. We'll be getting into more shit for real as time goes. If we have to stay inside, I think we'll maybe like be able to
Crank out these bitches at a
yeah,
rapid pace.
and
It's
just
gonna be
improve
fantastic.
quality overall.
You'll never see what happened. Believe me, folks, it'll be so fantastic. You'll never believe it. It's going to be so crazy. You're going to win so much. You're going to be tired of winning.
And have a great day.